and now the center of white is destroyed.
Destroyed
suddenly.
completely. Okay, I have bad pawns, but anyway, it's just even if you can do it.
Maybe you can.
Yes, I can maybe no e7. I cannot
e7.
Take yes, e7.
Yes, yes.
No, I take here, and it's, I'm in attack. No, I think Karpov played it very well. He played bishop g5, a6, rook c1, and again the same problem. What to do? You know, maybe it's the best move in the position to play f6. And after the bishop is e6, you know, trying to stop it and having this for post strong. But in the game, you know, I saw this is a draw. I took here, he took here, I took here, and it's a normal position. And suddenly I discovered some problems. Because this obvious move, for instance, there's a queen a3 possibility to go to the end game, which is a little bit dangerous because the pawn is coming. And another possibility just to simply play queen e2, knight c4, d5. You're still in trouble. Yeah, and but the major problem was knight c4. I want to play knight c4. Bishop is suddenly I discovered bishop e7, knight is take here, rook takes e4, d5, and the pawn is very dangerous. You know, if you're afraid d pawn, you don't have to play greenfield defense. And later on, I discovered that it should be draw after d6, queen d7, very strong move. If you take your rook, no, it's not easy. You know, still black is still slightly worse because they should be very accurate. Actually, if you make any move, for instance, queen c2 here, then rook c1. Actually, I calculated it. Take rook c6, and you are in big trouble because you're losing the pawn. You cannot move it. It's a queen now. You cannot stop it. For instance. And I discovered these difficulties in the game, and I was a little bit in panic. And then it's played move which defended me from these dangerous endgames, but it was the pawn. But actually, it's a positional blunder, the same level like in game 7. After this move, black is lost.
After this move, black is lost.
Completely lost. I mean, yes, completely lost. Rook c1, and he won c line.
And this is
completely lost. No chance.
No chance at all.
No chance. Completely lost. I mean, he has this all positional advantages.
So it's not only a slight advantage here.
Here, completely lost.
Karpov plays knight d2. Let's see how the challenger feels about this position.
Knight d2, this was a very strong move. And after this, Kasparov just collapsed. In few moves, he lost the game.
But where is his mistake?
Just a decisive mistake came immediately. He exchanged knights.
Bishop takes.
Bishop takes, and then he played rook c8, which was the last mistake, I believe. After
what is other possibility for him to hold the position?
Of course, it's not clear because this position is quite difficult, but probably bishop e5, you should play something like this.
Bishop e5, so would
Just,
give him better chances.
Just try to hold the position, because if rook c6 now, maybe e6, just trying to exchange one pawn and still to fight. And after he played rook c8, he just lost decisive tempo with rook c6, and after this position is completely lost.
After 34 moves, black's position is grim. Bishop f4, and instantly Kasparov played queen d7. Rook c7 hitting the queen. Karpov starts to turn the screws. The queen has to go back to d8. This looks very grim for the champion. d6. My god, that can't be taken because of the pin on the king. This looks horrible. Kasparov lashes with g5, hitting the bishop. Karpov just ignores it and advances the d-pawn, hitting that rook. So if Kasparov grabs the bishop, the challenger can just grab the rook on e8. This looks absolutely awful. I've never seen the champion so humiliated. The rook has to go to f8. Karpov checking his calculations, drops his bishop back to d2. Now this looks very easy indeed for white. Bishop to e5, hitting the rook on c7. Just rook b7, moving the rook out of the attack from the bishop. The d7 pawn is like a monster in black's camp. Yes, and the world champion concedes the game. What a fantastic victory for Karpov. Let's hear Tolya's verdict on this incredible game.
It was a very complicated game, but I had advantage always, from small till big at the end. But he made one mistake, and after this, it was very difficult to save the game, because probably b5 was not so great, and then after he played rook e8. This is suspicious move. And after rook e8, I think I got almost winning advantage. Yes. But I should play very strong, like rook c6, bishop c3, all these moves, bishop a5, like now.
Game 18 starts on December the 8th, 1990. Kasparov received a body blow in the last round, but he's not the kind of champion to run from the fight. Let's hear how he's feeling about the game, and try and get an insight into his opening choice.
I decided that it's time for Ruy Lopez because I prepared Ruy Lopez as well, and it's a Scottish played their role, and I decided to go to the normal Ruy Lopez line. Especially Karpov didn't show the good defense in New York.
As usual, Karpov arrives late. Is this part of his psychological warfare? In any case, there's war enough on the chessboard. Karpov produces a novelty on move 13 with knight b6. Let's hear what Kasparov has to say about this move.
Knight b6, it's a novelty. Interesting idea.
Compared to New York, because in New York he played something else.
Knight a5.
Yes.
It doesn't change the position. Bishop f4, one of the many possibilities. I spent a lot of time thinking about it.
After 20 moves, the world champion had used 1 hour and 10 minutes. Karpov, less than 15 minutes. Karpov plays rook b8, and Gaza gives us his opinion on this move.
Rook b8. It's a critical position.
How can you explain that at that moment you thought a very long time,
Yeah, I spent...
and Karpov spent only 14 minutes?
Yeah, he analyzed it at home, it was a preparation, but I think he played it too fast because he didn't believe, he doesn't like to sacrifice pawns. Probably he was convinced that it's a good idea, and it's after queen d2 c6 he can open all his bishops to destroy my center. But as a great player he felt something was wrong, and he was right.
And how can he feel that it is wrong and play it still?
Yeah, you know, but maybe he'll come